model, and why is it relevant for your store or your dealership? What's going on, everybody? Good day, good evening, good whatever it is. David Feldman-Makrias back with you, and I want to help uncover a little bit what an LLM actually does, means, why it's important on selling more cars in the future. Well, here, it's not just from a marketing standpoint, right? Because that's what I concentrate, but it's more for an agility and speed standpoint. We're going to get into that in just a second. So let's start with a blank canvas. I'm in Gemini, and we're going to ask Gemini a little bit about what an LLM is. Okay, Gemini, please explain what an LLM is in basic terms. I'm explaining this concept to business owners, specifically car dealers. So let's keep that into perspective. Boom. Let's see what happens. That's a great perspective. When explaining a technical concept like an LLM to business owners, especially car dealers, the key is to focus on what it does for their business, not just the complex technology behind it. Here's a simple business-focused explanation of what an LLM is. What is an LLM? Business owner's explanation. An LLM, large language model, is essentially a highly advanced, super smart chatbot brain that has read and analyzed massive amounts of text, the equivalent of every book, article, and website on the internet. So imagine just talking to somebody face to face, right? And you go in and you input whatever chat you want, or you say whatever you want, and then they know the answer because they have researched everything, right? So it's pretty powerful. The core concept of prediction engine, the easiest way to think of it is the world's best prediction engine for language. It doesn't think like a human. It just predicts the most likely next word in a sequence based on the massive patterns it has learned. Example, if you type the quick brown fox, it predicts the next words will be jumps or ran because it has seen that phrase millions of times. So it looks at patterns, similar to how our brain looks for patterns, but a little bit different. So the reason it's large is because it has so much training data that it becomes incredibly versatile and accurate because of a large data set, right? So understand context. It knows the difference between a car dealer and a card player. It can write personalized emails, summarize customer feedback, or draft a compliant legal disclosure. It can act as a knowledgeable employee, retrieving information from its training data. See, this is the interesting part, and that's why I want to get into what an LLM is for dealerships, how it helps. So check this out. For a car dealership owner, the value of an LLM is in automating and improving the parts of your business that rely on communication and information, right? So business application, sales and service communication. How the LLM helps: generating personalized follow-up emails, drafting compelling ad copy for a new model, or creating social media posts in seconds. So yeah, it can do all that. And then that saves time and boosts quality, right? Yeah, that's all right. What does this say? Website and chatbots providing instant, accurate 24/7 answers to customer questions about inventory, financing, or service scheduling. Yeah, this sounds good in theory. However, it doesn't always pan out super well because I've seen vendors like Impel or other vendors that claim to have the latest and greatest artificial intelligence technology. And when I think of chat, I know chatbots isn't chats, but when I think of like a website and chat, some AI-powered chats I just don't think are very good. They're not very usable. They are clunky. I know they're supposed to quote unquote get better, but I don't think I just haven't seen the relevant technology to prove that case. Maybe there's something out there that I don't know. Put it in the comments if you think that's true. But that's the overall situation. Improves customer experience, reduces frictions for buyers, and captures more leads instantly. Data analysis and reporting, summarizing hundreds of customer reviews or service tickets to instantly highlight the top 3 pain points leading to trending issues. Wow, that's cool. I didn't think about that. Imagine taking all of your Google business profiles or your Google reviews and uploading them to Gemini or Perplexity or ChatGPT's the known favorite, and saying, hey, where's the best opportunity I can review? Or what's the best opportunity from these reviews that we can actually improve upon for our business, top 1, 2, or 3? Better decision making quickly turns unstructured data into actionable business intelligence. Yeah, it's like really it's all about having the right data set. And if you have a data set that's clean and centralized and all this stuff, and then you allow some sort of LLM to integrate into it, you could just start asking all these different questions about it as you're thinking about it, right? And then, of course, training and onboarding, creating a simple interactive training manual that answers new employees specific questions about company policy or vehicle features, faster onboarding, hires productive quicker, and it reduces reliance on managers, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of stuff, right? Super efficient, highly educated digital employee. I like the fact of, okay, how would it work? Imagine being on the sales floor and a customer comes in and asks about a specific feature on the, I'm going to throw a car out there, the Mercedes-Benz E350. And it's a brand new and it's got like a grayish finish or what have you. And maybe the salesperson's new, they're green, they don't really know everything yet. And, instead of the customer asking a specific question that the salesperson doesn't really know, the salesperson can say, I could actually, maybe they say something like, I'm learning, I'm pretty new, but let me get the answer for you. And they pull out their phone and they have, maybe it's ChatGPT or maybe it's Gemini. They have a full bank of all the vehicle Moroni labels and all the VIN data. And they put it all in there and they say, this customer's asking me about this stock number. Can you tell me the exact right feature about, can you tell me the exact right color of what it's called? And it's like, whatever it is, pearl gray metallic, whatever the Mercedes-Benz colors are. So, and ask about different features like, if the customer or if the salesperson actually gets to know the customer well, the customer could be, I don't know, the customer could say something, I'm really looking to do this, this, and this. I'm really looking to, have comfortability, have superior safety, have 4-wheel drive because of, I'm in the winter or whatever it is. And then also I want to make sure I can put my grandkids in the back comfortably with a few different car seats and have room in the trunk. Which Mercedes-Benz you think would be good? I'm used to a sedan. That's why I chose the E350 because it's not the S and it's not the C. It's a little bit bigger, but I'm not sure if that's right. So like you have a very specific use case, and then you could actually help guide the customers, right? Better yet, I'm just thinking off the cuff. As a salesperson for dealerships, I've been a part of a lot of manager meetings. And for example, let's see. For example, how could we get an LLM to actually train our salespeople without us having to be training them directly? Could we program an LLM essentially to be usable on the sales floor with a salesperson's number, right? And or not number, but phone, and you almost could TO a deal or guide the salesperson without even guiding them through your LLM. It's I don't know. I just thought of it. It's a little bit complex, but think about it this way. I sat in a meeting recently where it was for Mercedes, where the store, a lot of the Mercedes sales, and I actually heard it too, customers come in, they want a very specific list of features, but when they want this list of specific features, maybe the car isn't in stock. So what does the salesperson have to do, or what does the store have to do? They have to custom order it. They have to order it, they have to reserve it, what have you. Maybe the customer puts some money down, so on and so forth, and then they leave. Well, to try and sell a car, it's more advisable to sell a vehicle that's in stock versus one that isn't. So imagine if that salesperson, they're pressurized in the moment, they're in front of the customer. Imagine they're in that situation, and the customer says, I want this feature, this feature, this feature, and this car doesn't have it. You could, like, as the salesperson, actually chat the LLM, ChatGPT, and say, hey, the customer has this objection. They're looking for these features. We don't have it in stock. But my manager told me that we should focus on vehicles selling in stock. From the data set that ChatGPT, because you've uploaded all the cars into it, from the data set that could you help me find an alternative or at least another car that I can show them, maybe on a different need that they may not even know already, that might allow them to make a different decision or might expand their awareness on maybe they want a different car. Because that little thing is the nuance of sales. It's the nuance of sales. So that's what an LLM could help do. Imagine a manager in the actual phone that provides the information without the manager being there. Yeah, so that's an example. And this video took a totally different direction than I thought, because I wanted to know more about what the specific applications could be in a marketing sense. So let's try and define it there, because that's my scope of work. But it would be pretty cool because I see that problem all the time. It would be pretty cool to train an LLM that's custom to a dealership. I wonder how to do that. Gives me a cool idea. Anyways, one thing at a time. So let's see. Oh my God, that'd be a great lead magnet. That would be so good. Your custom trained salesperson to interact with your marketing and improve sales performance. I got to write that down. Hold on. All right, idea written down. Let's do this. I actually plugged this in LLM for car dealers, AEO. So even before that, let's just keep rolling with this. How can, maybe I like talking nice to these answer engines. Thanks. Even though they're not real. Well, they are real, but I don't know. We're getting existential. So thanks. How can we take these concepts and apply them to car dealership marketing? Currently, main digital focuses are Google Ads, content building, website optimization, social media, organic posts, social media, paid ads, reputation management, etc. What do we have to do differently on these channels to optimize for the future of car dealership marketing moving into LLMs, moving into AI search, answer engines, and utilizing LLMs, right? Again, LLM, large language model. Boom. Let's see what happens. All right, so what did it say? This is the absolute right question to ask. Gemini always says stuff like that. This is the ultimate truth. This is the absolute right thing. The shift from traditional search engines where users click a link to find an answer to answer engines where the AI provides the answer directly is a fundamental change for marketing. Yeah. The goal is no longer just to rank high in search results, but to be the trusted source cited in the AI's final answer. One more time. The goal is no longer just to rank high in search results, but to be the trusted source cited in the AI's final answer. This new approach is often called GEO, or generative engine optimization. I'm hearing AEO, answer engine optimization, synonymous. But the industry, I don't think, has set a firm, naming convention on what it is. So, all right. So the shift to AI first marketing, generative engine optimizations, that's going to be confusing. So I like it, but I define it as AEO, not GEO. Please revise your most recent response. I'm weird like that, right? There we go. So now it's going to give me the AEO response. The focus shifts from broad keywords to providing definitive, credible answers. Answer the questions. Find the questions that people are asking and answer them. Ranking for generic terms. Okay, so old focus, ranking for generic terms. Honda dealer near me, Mercedes dealer near me. That's like the old way to think about it. But the new focus is being the cited source for specific conversational questions. What is the most reliable SUV for a family of 5 in whatever? Insert the city. So action steps you can do is create a detailed, comprehensive, locally authoritative. That's key too for car dealers. Locally authoritative FAQ page and blog post focus on how to compare best and why questions that a shopper would ask an AI. Again, traffic, old focus, maximizing clicks to the homepage or VDPs. Authorities, new focus, establishing your dealership as the definitive local expert, making the AI trust you. How can we give trust signals and education signals on dealership websites, excuse me, as much as possible? Solution, schema markup. Implement advanced schema markup on all inventory and service pages. This code explicitly labels information, price, VIN, hours, location, so LLMs can easily and accurately scrape it for an answer. Here's the thing. Most car dealership website providers, like new car franchise website providers, they have like an out-of-the-box schema markup. And think of schema markup as a table of contents. Like if you're opening a book and you don't know where something is, think of schema markup similarly to a table of contents when you open a book. Schema markup will allow, like if you're reading the book, you don't know where something is, you go to the table of contents or the glossary to find out where a key term is. Same thing with the large language model. You can have it go through the whole book really fast, but it's a lot easier and quicker if you give it a table of contents or a glossary, because it's going to do it faster and it's going to like the information that's done faster. It's less restrictive. So there are differences of schema markup that a website provider for car dealers just rolls out versus what you can do to help optimize for answer engines. And that's something currently my team is looking into. Give me a comment if you think that that's relevant or you want to know more about that. And then, okay, old focus, thin content, posting basic one-paragraph descriptions, deep content, providing in-depth original insights and local data. I'm finding my team is actually, they spearheaded this. Like they taught, my team teaches me more than I know. And what they found is something really, really awesome. Taking like a one question page and then giving a profound, in-depth, a completely expanded upon, answer. It's so cool. The results, we used to wait for SEO results for sometimes days, weeks, months, and years. Now, with these tweaks, we're seeing results within a couple days. Compared to weeks, months, and years. I mean, it's crazy. So About Us page, treat your About Us page as a highly optimized resource. LLMs frequently pull this information to inform users about the dealer's brand values, highlight community involvement, and awards. So it's just making sure all this content information is just pushed heavily, right? So, I mean, that's LLMs, but let's have Gemini give us a conclusion. Okay, give us a great conclusion for our car dealer audience. It's all really about knowing the right questions to ask, and whoa, I missed out on a lot. Okay, wait, we're not done yet. Google Ads paid advertising. The shift in paid searches from manual control to AI-driven automation and personalization. So yes, vehicle listing ads, performance max, you must provide clean, rich vehicle data, inventory feed. Yeah, that's all happening. I talk a lot about that with our Google Ads videos. I'm not going to talk about Google Ads and paid advertising too much on this. I wanted to focus mostly on content. Social media and organic posts. AEOs here is about generating better, faster, and more targeted content using LLMs. So rapid content generation. Use an LLM to generate multiple variations of a social post, email subject line, or a video script from one vehicle in minutes. This speed allows you to test content and find the most engaging message faster. I think it's a lot about rapid content generation, but also posting, right? Posting. So that's going to be a big one too. How can you sustainably have really nice, unique, content-rich posts go out every day? That's another service we're working on. And then we have other things like reputation management, so on and so forth. But let's go to the conclusion, right? This is the most important part, tying it all together. Conclusion, your dealership's AI mandate. The car shopper is no longer looking for a link. They're looking for an answer. That's cool. An LLM or answer engine is now acting as a trusted digital advisor, consolidating research and recommending businesses. When a local family asks an AI, which dealer near me has the best price on a used minivan and great service reviews, your goal is to be the dealer that the AI cites by name. These are the type of long tail queries that we need to go after. And those are the ones like you type in, you'd be able to type in and we actually have generated answers on that. That's what's going to be the biggest. So it goes, this isn't just about updating your website. It's about becoming the undisputed local authority on all things auto, both the consumer and AI itself. To win in this new era, your action plan is threefold. Feed the AI, ensure your inventory, pricing, hours, and location data are perfectly structured using schema markup, right? Table of contents, glossary. This is how the AI reads your business without a human having to click on a page. Be the expert. Create content that directly and thoroughly answers the complex conversational questions shoppers ask. Be the textbook, not just a directory. And prioritize trust. Manage and encourage customer reviews relentlessly. In the AI world, your reputation is now a core marketing asset. It always has been, but even more. Dealerships that will succeed are those that treat the AI not as a threat, but as the most powerful word-of-mouth channel ever created. That's pretty much it. So if you guys want to know the best way to execute this, or if you're looking for a marketing solution that's not just running your Google ads anymore or writing your SEO or handling your website, if you want a solution that's going to be able to carry you into the future, let me know in the comments, because although my team does offer Google Ads management, paid social, and different things like that, we have to transition into the new age. And the ones that do the fastest will capitalize on the results and have a significant momentum ahead of the competition. So that's all I got to say about that. Plenty more where this came from. David Feldman-Makrias. We'll talk to you real soon. Thank you.